Welcome to the Story Lab. Today we want to talk about a special movie. Many call it the best Star Trek movie. Many have said they would like to see the series. Well, today, we are going to make it happen, a Galaxy Quest series. This is our concept. We do not just want to have a campy remake of the original Star Trek. There should be an aspect of that it's all real, feeling, but not just an ending scene or a transition. The whole show should be about that feeling. We still want to parody Star Trek and its fandom. In addition, we could parody Star Trek's production as well. We don't expect the original actors to return for the series. So our series should have an all-new cast. It will be a comedic series. Okay, let's translate those ideas to ingredients. A premise similar to the Galaxy Quest movie, where aliens visit actors because they believe them to be real intergalactic heroes. The series is a parody of Star Trek, its fandom and production. It plays out in both the fictional and the real world. An all-new cast of characters. Lots of comedy. That should be enough to come up with a great story. Let's put it in and start the analysis. The story is completed, let's have a look at it. Galaxy Quest the series. The Galaxy Quest New Adventures series that had been launched after the events of the Galaxy Quest movie had been a great success. Now, a couple of years after the second show had gone off the air, the studio is launching a new Galaxy Quest series. This time, our heroes live on a space station that has been constructed in the neutral zone of a large conflict. Its mission: provide a neutral ground for negotiations, trade and general cultural exchange. People from all over the galaxy come to the space station, which soon becomes a multicultural hub. That is the premise of the new show. Everyone is working hard to make this a reality. At the beginning of the real-world Galaxy Quest, the series, the in-universe new TV show Galaxy Quest, Syracuse Station is in the middle of production of the first season. At the same time, the pilot episode is airing on major broadcast stations. The opening sequence of the new series is very creative. It looks like an advertising segment, as it has the commander of the fictional station speak directly to the audience, inviting everyone to come to Syracuse Station to have their negotiations, trade dealings, etc. What the production crew did not realize is that this invitation would be taken literally. Soon, real aliens start showing up on the set of the series, believing it to be a real space station and hoping to be able to have their dealings there. They had received the broadcast of the first episode and had followed the invitation to Earth, mostly by beaming, so that they did not realize that they had not traveled to a space station. That is the premise of Galaxy Quest, the series. Every episode, some alien or group of aliens shows up on set of the Syracuse Station show and cast and crew have to deal with them. Initially, the humans would try keep the alien visitors a secret from other members of the production crew, but more and more would eventually learn about the secret success of their show, reacting either with pure excitement, anger, or something in between. Production becomes increasingly chaotic as aliens of kinds of different cultures show up on set and force the actors and crew to improvise around them. Luckily, some of the aliens absolutely realize that they are on a set, but they usually have other problems, like a broken ship, a lost piece of technology, or seeking some kind of political asylum. While the in-universe series is starting to come under fire from the higher-ups for not following the scripts and often having unforeseen accidents, cast and crew realize that they really have to become Earth diplomats that can settle any conflict, organize trade exchanges, etc. if they want to get some authentic TV. After a while, the series within the series might develop further, being expanded with new cast members and new sets, and eventually a whole spin-off show centered around a similar premise to Star Trek Voyager, but with the twist that aliens start to join their crew to support them on their long journey home. Looking at this series again from a real-world perspective, the episodes are being shown to us in two different formats. On full screen happen all the scenes on the Earth, at the studios, etc., while the in-universe show is shot on a smaller TV-sized screen. There might be episodes almost entirely shot in the full-screen version, but the idea is to also get glimpses into the Syracuse Station show. From time to time, an entire episode could be playing out in the series world. main characters of the series would be the cast members, the commander, the mechanic, the security officer, the ambassadors for the most important alien species, the doctor, etc. But also, some members of the production staff like the showrunner, the costume designer, that is often called upon to obscure some kind of alien for a trip into the real world, etc. Recurring characters could be the wives and husbands of the actors, guest stars on the in-universe show, the studio chief, and of course certain of the aliens that would return after the first successful meeting aboard the station, i.e. movie set. Naturally, the in-universe series would also be occasionally visited by a member of the original Galaxy Quest series cast, either as a celebrity visit or as a guest star. Similarly, some of the aliens that visit might be the ones from the Galaxy Quest movie. In addition to all that, we will have funny parody moments from the production. From studio mandates to stars walking off, to threat of cancellation. At one point, the writers might have a blockade, or a wardrobe might be missing. A scene has to be reshot in the middle of the night, or things like that. Going even more meta, the real-world series could have famous TV directors play in-universe episode directors of the Syracuse station show or have Star Trek actors show up in minor roles. Of course, there would also be one episode where they actually go to space, travel to a parallel universe or something, though this would really be special episodes. Lastly, the series would also have the opportunity to deal with the fandom in certain episodes. There might be fan tours of the set, enter their episode contests, or maybe an episode playing out at a convention. Ideally, a special episode would actually be shot during a real-life convention. With this setup, the real-world series could be very entertaining and have various different formats, storylines, and opportunities for actors, while also giving a glimpse into the real world of television. And that is all we have come up with today. Let's summarize. There is a new Galaxy Quest series being produced, this time around a space station. Aliens believe the station to be real and show up right on the set during production. Cast and crew have to hide the aliens, help them and still keep the production of their series afloat. Do you like our idea? Please note that everything presented here is simply the results of an experiment. No part of this presentation is intended as a correction of an existing story or claims to be the real story. The selection or omission of any parts of the source material is not to be understood as commentary, positive or negative, on the original productions. These are simply thoughts and experiments based on existing material, and none of it could be created without the work of all those involved in creating the original works. As with any scientific result, you may utilize any of the story ideas that resulted from these experiments for your own experiments or production, while citing this experiment as its source. It is now closing time for our lab. Goodbye until next time.